Hi there, brick builders. Today we got a melange of two sets here. The Winner John Deere tractor, I already had a video of that. I put it in the doobly-doo and up there somewhere. And what we got today is the Mould King 1721. It's a supplementary package consisting of a lawnmower, a finger rake, a disc harrow and a tipping trailer. The whole package consists of 3098 pieces and is completely Technic. The idea to connect those two sets, or those 5 things in the end, came from Vicky's Klemmbaustein-Welten, who I gonna link in the doobly-doo. He was showing the same set and I was having this big chunky tractor and nothing really to have to pull with it. So I decided just go ahead, buy the set, and at least you got a trailer there. And so I did. Having a bit of fun putting those two techniques together, but we'll see all of that later. First we got the instructions here. This is typically for Mould King. There's nothing really that is too surprising, and if you have already built Technic, you're gonna be right in your place there. We have some stickers, mainly for the lawnmower. You can or cannot use them. I didn't, as we see here. And back to the instructions. As we can see, there is a separate section for everything that is to build in here. We start with the lawnmower and go on with the rake, then the harrow, and last but not least the trailer. In the end we got 455 steps, and no, the Mould King tractor is not part of this set, but just for demonstration purposes. And yes, since we are struggling anyway, it's 129 pages in these instructions, which is to me for 3100 pieces quite okay. It's not on Lego level, it's not on Wangi level, it's back in the middle, and for all this Technic stuff, it's okay. Then we have the leftover pieces. These are mostly pins and some of the discs that the rake had out. It's not something too special here. So let's have a look at the pieces themselves. Here we got the rake, the finger rake on the Winner truck with some special pieces to connect them and also to connect power to the thing. It does move, it does not move too smooth. I don't know if that would be different if we had a Mould King tractor in front. I doubt it. The Winner tractor doesn't have an own motor for the power function there to spin some axle. It does it with the back axle power and with its motor, so everything that is powered just by the remote won't really work, and I planned to rebuild that part, but as I've looked into it, it's not really possible with the design of the Winner. Fortunately for the rake, this is no problem since the lifting of the rake is done by hand anyway, so no problem here. Here we got the harrow, and in this model here we have truck on a special stand, no, on a box, so the back wheels can move freely just to have the power transmitted into that thing, where all you can do with that is opening and closing the harrow just to put it on the ground and let the discs do their thing. In the middle here you also get a bit of a switch. You can put the movement in the trailer off, so you can even ride it with the Winner in front since nothing is turned there. You can lift the back wheel with this switch, and as you've seen, you can lift and lower the wings. Last but not least, the trailer. There is no problem with the power in this one, since all you can do is tip it, and this tipping is done by hand, turning a cog wheel there. So there's nothing that the power would do, so you can just put this thing in the back of your Winner and have a nice day riding it. The problem with this trailer is that if you put it in the far down position, it won't lift when you turn the cogwheel, since there is a strange angle problem there, so I propped the bed a bit, so avoiding all that trouble. Everything works fine. It just is not quite as straight as it could when it's pulled all the way down. Here we have a close-up on the whole mechanism, and we can also see that there's a bit of a lifting in there, some millimeters, and this makes sure that you can really use this mechanism as you like it and as intended. But let's open the whole caboodle in there. Yeah, you can see a nice brown box there with nothing on it. Yes, it came directly from China, and there are 6 section packages in there, as usual with Mould King, in zipper bags and then smaller bags inside there. And what I was wondering was there wasn't really a bag opened, but a lot of pieces were floating around in there. I don't know what happened. I didn't saw any damaged bags or something like that. Maybe they just couldn't fit more in there with the bag, so they did it without it. And starting with that, we're starting with the building phase and also with my 2 cents about the whole caboodle here. As I said, the whole idea here was due to the review of the set by Ricky's Klemmbausteine, thanks at that point, and my goal was it to have a suitable trailer for the Winner tractor here, and I have to say this goal is achieved. It's not just like I was imagining it, with changing the battery box of the Winner and changing the motors or add another motor and changing the remote control there to steer a motor to tip the tipper, because the tipper doesn't tip without manually tipping it. So yeah, it was different, but basically it did what I needed, and that's fine. Also, that says nothing about the quality of the bricks here. These are, yeah, you have to say outstanding at the point, since who gets the better Technic pieces than Go Bricks, and Mould King still does use Go Bricks. The only thing that may bring a bit of annoyance to brick builders or Technic builders all over the world when working with Go Bricks is that they are not as easy to put together as the Lego stuff is. But it's also, once you got it together, it's gonna stay together unless you really want to end that relation. As also expected, the functions of those Technic pieces here generally work. You have to wiggle a bit, but you have to wiggle a bit with all the Technic pieces, so you don't really need oil or cream or something. You don't need glue, you really don't need glue, and it generally does work. It does do what it's out to do. There is a bit of a niggle here and there, but that's normal since it's Technic pieces and you can't cover every angel literally, so it does what it should and it does it well. But well, there are also the problem points like glue pins. Why do they still use them? Can everybody explain? Anybody, please? Please write me that in the comments here. I don't know really what to say. That Go Bricks and Mould King still use those stuff. I guess Go Bricks is okay since they deliver those pins in every color you want, but hey Mould King, get rid of them. So, since the clutch power is okay, the functions is okay, and do work, you can play with the set. Yes, you can give it even a younger child to play with it, and you won't get too many pieces back damaged or whatever. I tried it, so I know. So, it's okay for that purpose. It's also okay for display purpose if you like the style. It's not a typical Lego, we put Technic pieces into a cabinet style. It's more agricultural in its style, since yes, these are agricultural machines, so they should be. Maybe not the Winner, okay. But I guess they are a good talking point, especially when you're a bit on the countryside side of life there. And they are good pieces to tell even smaller kids about the world on the land, how these things work, what they're for, and what have you. Last but not least, the thing for parts. Yeah, use it. These are good pieces. They are not too expensive as I remember, and these are top quality here, except for the blueprints, okay? But use them. You won't find much better things there. I doubt you won't find any better pieces than these here that are within this set. And this is, if I didn't say it already, don't know, it might be Go Bricks. On the whole, if you need something like this, go ahead. If you already got the Mould King tractor or one of the Mould King tractors where these pieces are made for in the end, go ahead if you want to show them off. They're working fine and you can really show people how it's done with the Technic stuff, how it's done with the Lego stuff, how it's done with the agricultural stuff, how it's done on the field and everything else in between. But that's it for this video. If you liked what you've seen, please press the like button. If you didn't like what you have seen, please comment me that. And if you really want to have something like this every week, please subscribe. So have fun building, have fun watching, have fun playing, and see you.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, jam, you like that, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said.